Hey, it's the Midnight Rant, and today we're going to do an app called Questions. I did this about a year ago, so I thought I would refresh and do it again. Basically, the app is a way to gain insight into yourself. It has 4 different categories called We Just Met, Acquaintances, Good Friends, and The Big Picture. They start off lightly with just getting to know you, and then they go to the big, hard-hitting questions that you need to know the answers to. We're going to start on We Just Met and start lightly. So we're going to start with the We Just Met questions so we can get to know each other. And then I'm going to do the other 3 in another video. If you want to see the first time of me doing this, I will try and link them at the end of this video. So we click on We Just Met and it says, what is your favourite type of ice cream? So there you go. Brilliant first question. My favourite type of ice cream is mint chocolate chip. I'm not a big fan of ice cream. I don't like the cold. I'm lactose intolerant. I do eat ice cream, but I have to eat it like sparingly, although I do love ice cream and I love a good flake in it. Bring me a Mr. Whippy 99 and oh. Like I said, if you want to comment down below with your answers, please feel free to share. You don't have to, but it is fun. If you could have any job for a day, what would it be? Now, if I could have any job for a day, I'd love to be a midwife. I think they do a really good, dedicated, hard-working job. And the idea of bringing a life into this world, I know I've given birth myself, but to actually help somebody else achieve that special moment, and just helping them and seeing the look on a mother's face and everything, I think would be so rewarding. If you could ask any president one question, what would it be? Ask a president one question. I would probably ask, what's the fascination with war? Every president seems to have a fascination for it and a keenness to want to go to war for the smallest thing. Is war really worth it? The next question, what is the best part of waking up? Well, I suppose seeing your loved ones, spending time with people you love, sharing those special moments that when you're awake really do mean the most. What is your favourite cartoon character? Well, my favourite cartoon character would probably be SpongeBob. I absolutely love SpongeBob as a kid, and so do my children. They love him too. But SpongeBob, a yellow sponge that talks. He was funny and he goes, kind of some stupid laugh. I can't do it, but you know what I mean. He was just funny. What was your favourite toy when growing up? My favourite toy would have been video games. My Atari. Oh, I used to spend hours playing on my Atari. I know it's very modern to say that I play on an Atari and it was computers and everything. A bit like it is today, to be fair. Yeah, I'd probably say that, or I'd say my Space Invaders game. It was a little handheld console that my nan bought me, and she bought it 3 years running as well. I had 3 at one point, so we all had one, me and my sisters. What is the nicest thing someone has ever done for you? Well, I suppose the nicest thing anyone has ever done for me would be probably my sisters, being there for me no matter what. Always being there when I need them. That's something that not everyone has. I mean, my sisters are always a message away. I suppose that's the nicest thing they could do. It's just having people around you. Have you ever been mentioned in the newspaper? No, I wish I had, but no, I've never been in the newspaper, which is a shame because I'm awesome. Has reading a book ever changed your life? I can't say that a book has changed my life, but I do read Goth Bible. I do have it under my bed, and I do get out occasionally and read it. And it's not religious or anything like that. It's more confidence, courage, being who you want to be, living life as you want, not being afraid to be who you are, which I think is a very powerful message that people don't always understand. If you had a day all to yourself, where would you go and what would you do? Well, if I had a day to myself in the UK, I would go to the beach, I would stroll along the beach, I'd get sausage and chips, and I would just hang out on the beach and look out at the waves and watch the world go by, and it would be so peaceful and quiet. Peaceful and quiet are two underrated things that you don't get a lot of, and when you do get it, it's just bliss. Couple more. What kind of food do you like to eat the most? Well, I am a pizza and pasta girl. I'm an Italian girl. I love pizza. I love pasta. My name is actually Italian. Donna is actually Italian, so that's probably why. Pizza, pasta, ravioli, lasagna. Bring me anything with a pasta and a nice creamy sauce, and I. Where did you grow up? Well, I grew up in a tiny little village called Morley St. Botolph. There was around 1,500 people that lived there. Although it was a close-knit community, we really weren't that close-knit. I used to hang with my friends down the park quite a lot. People would say hi if you walk past them. But it wasn't that kind of neighbourhood where you'd want to spend time with everyone or anything like that. Everyone had their own lives. They were in their own world. And I did have a select couple of friends and everything. What was your favourite childhood costume? Well, I didn't really dress up as a child, to be fair. I mean, I wore goth clothes from about the age of 11. So if being goth at sort of 11 and 12 and wearing black can be classed as a costume, then I was wearing a costume, but I don't agree that being goth is a costume. I believe it's more of a statement. So take that as you will. What is the best meal you have ever eaten? Oh, the best meal I have ever eaten would be from Cosmos. Cosmos is a restaurant in Norwich. You can have 7 varieties from around the world. This place literally is an all you can eat, and you can eat food from everywhere in the world. Literally 7 continents all in one sitting, and then you can have desserts all you can eat as well. I mean, just thinking of it makes me hungry. If you could be fluent in another language, which one would you choose? Well, I studied French for like 5 to 8 years, and unfortunately, over the last 15 years, I haven't really needed to speak French. So unfortunately, I forgot most of it. I do know some, bonjour. So I'd love to speak French fluently, so that when I go to France, I can be like everyone else. What is your favorite cereal? My favorite cereal would be pancakes and waffles because I don't actually eat cereal. Although if I had to have a cereal, it would be cinnamon grahams. What is the scariest thing you've ever done? The scariest thing I've ever done is have children. No one can prepare you for having a child at 18 with no house, no job, no money, um, and no confidence in yourself, which is what I lacked a lot of. I was terrified, I was scared, I was 18, but 16 years later, I have a beautiful son who's going to college soon, so I'm very thankful. Although it was a scary time for me, I'm very thankful for what I have. Why do people enjoy movies with good endings? Well, I believe that people enjoy movies with good endings because in a world today where everything is bad, terrible, or stressful, people need to believe that there can be a happy ending. No matter how much life throws at you or how many bad things happen, there is always a possibility of a happy ending for somebody or someone or somehow. Um, if money were no concern, what country/region would you visit? Well, if money and that was no option, I would be going to Paris, France, or I would be going to America. Um, I love France as a country. I think it's cultural and inspirational, and America has so much culture and so much, just so much I want to see. There's like certain places around America, different places I want to go and see, and the same with France. What is your first childhood memory? First childhood memory. The last childhood memory I can remember going back would probably be maybe 3, and that was having my first bike. Would probably be my oldest memory with having a bike. I remember trying to go on this bike with stabilizers, and I was absolutely terrible at it, and I still hate biking as of today. But I remember, I'm sure it was a red bike, and it was a absolutely beautiful bike, but I just sucked at it, to be fair. What is your favourite movie and why? My favourite movie would be Sweeney Todd, and the reason why is because I love musicals. I love Johnny Depp, and I just love the whole dark 1800 feel to it. That kind of art style. I love the singing. I just love the whole thing. Johnny Depp, Helena Bonham Carter do a great rendition, and they actually do it a lot of justice. And we'll do one more. Last one. What is the strangest thing you have ever eaten? Well, I've had crocodile burgers. I've had buffalo burgers. I've had alligator burgers. I've had ostrich meat. You'd be surprised what you can get out of Iceland. I've had weird foods like that. I didn't like any of them, but I have eaten them. My partner kind of wanted to try them. But yeah, so if you haven't already and you want to try this app out, I will leave a link in below. I have done this app before. I hope the questions were different. I did this maybe a year. I am going to do the other 4, the good friends, the just acquaintances, and the big picture ones. So if you want to see more of this, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to comment down below your answers to these questions and give me a little bit of information about you, feel free to. And I will see you very soon for another video. Take care and thanks for watching. Bye.